लाइभ अन युट्युब भन्यो है युट्युबमा गयो जस्तो छ
I think we are about to start now. Oh, sir?
भयो होला सर लाइभ अन युट्युब भन्यो लाइभ गइराछ
Okay, that's why I think it's better to start. Kaviraj sir, are you here?
I am listening. I am here.
Okay, thank you, sir. Today I would like to start our program. This is the guest class by Kaviraj Om Prakash Paudel. So first of all, I would like to welcome Sisir Kumar Sharma, the campus chief of Bageshwari Multiple Campus, constituent campus of Midwestern University. Sir, are you here?
Thank you, I am listening you,
Similarly, I would like to invite and welcome Edu Prasad Gyawali, assistant professor of English education, Midwestern University, Central Campus of Education. Without his support, this program wouldn't be have been a success. Similarly, I would like to invite and welcome Chandra Bahadur Kesi, assistant professor of English education, Midwestern University, Central Campus of Education. I think he's here. Similarly, I would like to invite all other people who are watching or who are in this class and who are watching us through YouTube, and special today spotlight, today's special guest, Mr. Om Prakash Paudel, Kaviraj. He is, I would like to introduce him first. He is the founder, president of Chandavadi Samaj, Nepal. He is a metrical poet of different languages. He can write in different languages, as I know, and he is an MPhil scholar at Nepal Open University. He is a writer, critic, and scholar of language and literature. This is a brief introduction of him. So now I would like to tell you something regarding some ethics while staying in the classroom. Please, I would like to request all the students to stay with a copy and pen, and if you belong to MED first semester, please keep your poems if possible with you, and please mute your audio yourself, keep muted, so that you can we can avoid background noises. And if you have any questions, you can ask in chat box during the speaker's presentation, and you can unmute and ask at the end of the presentation orally. So I would like to yes, I would like to say all these things is the ethical issues. I think the students of Bageshwari Multiple Campus and Central Campus of Education are here. So I would like to request all of you to be passionate, to be active, participate, and learn lots of things from our special guest. And okay, the today's outline outline of the program will be review of the course MED first semester, drama and poetry. Then there will be brief metrical and metrical analysis of the poems included in the course, and the participants will be involved in writing metrical poems in English. Kaviraj sir has all the rights on whatever he wants to do with you, will do. And moreover, at last, there will be some remarks from our guest at the end. Campus chief and our other guest professors will put remarks at the end of our session. Thank you. Now, Kaviraj sir, please. Now it's your platform, it's your time.
Good evening to all.
Good evening, sir.
Today I have been very much happy to join with you all, and this credit goes to my intimate friend Parmos Suvedi sir. He and me together we are joining, and we are having MPhil degree And I have been very much happy to give some things regarding metrical poetries of English literatures along with its Nepali poems also. And first of all, I would like to introduce myself. Host disabled. Now, host, I think I have been disabled. My screen has been disabled. I would like to request to host to make me enable to share the screen. It is showing here host disabled participant screen sharing. I think Parma sir, are you host?
Yes, I am trying.
Okay.
I'm trying to find the what name are you have you entered, sir?
The Kaviraj Paudel.
Kabiraj Paudel. Actually, yes. So, but there is not such thing, sir. I think you can share. Please try to share, and then if it says something here, I will let you know.
No, sir. Just it is saying host disabled participant screen sharing is has been completed.
Oh, I
Sir,
haven't disabled it, but
uh,
maybe Edu sir has done.
okay.
Then
Once you
how to do?
once
Please,
you
nice, sir. Make host or put in waiting room spotlight. Okay, okay, okay. So, sir, I am making you host, but it may make a problem. What is that? I think it's better to make you host, right, sir?
I think
Okay,
may I be
so just I want to
so
request to all the people, please, they can mute themselves. Yeah, if they
yeah.
don't know, no, leave this
Yes,
class.
yes. Please mute yourself. And sir,
Yes, sir.
Kaviraj sir, I'm making you host so that you can
Okay, sir.
go ahead easily.
Okay, okay. Make me host, sir. Okay.
Yes. And please accept, keep on accepting the request also, is it?
Okay, sir. Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, then I'm making you host. So make host. Okay. Please, sir.
Three people have entered. Okay, sir.
Can you share the screen now?
Yeah, I think now I will try. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
it's now. Now I think it is okay, sir. Yes. Is it
Yes.
visible, sir? Now.
Yeah. No, not it, but maybe we will be able.
Once, sir, see please whether it has been visible or not.
Not it now.
Still, still not, sir.
Not. Sir, I have another idea.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Now you are doing. That's great.
Now is it visible now?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
that's great.
Okay. May I start now, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good evening to all once again. It's my great pleasure, and I have been very much happy to join with you today in the evening. And these special classes and going to happen these special interactions with master level students. All this credit goes to my intimate friend Paramas Vidi sir. He has given me this opportunity, so I would like to express my sincere gratitude towards my intimate friend Paramas Vidi sir, along with all the members
Share.
of campus. It's me, Kaviraj Paudel, classical poet, and my education is MA in literature and MPhil is going on along with my intimate friend Parmos Bedisar. Especially, I have launched a campaign in order to revive the classical literatures, especially in classical literatures. My focus is to revive the classical poems, metrical poems, versified poem. My special attempt is that we can see classical poems, versified poems seems to have going in dying. So my attempt is to revive. My effort is to revive the all the versified poems. So we have established Chandabadi Samaj Nepal, Metrical Society of Nepal, and we have done so many campaigns, and we have been now able to revive classical literatures also. So now today, especially I will focus on poetry and very little discussions I will make in the genre of drama. While making these efforts, first of all, I would like to talk about sonnets. And before talking about sonnets, what I would like to talk is that how we can write English poetry. Yes, of course, we can write easy English poetry, not in prose form, but in verse form. But for that, we need to have some skill. We need to know some theoretical aspects. How Shakespeare wrote the poem, how William Wordsworth wrote the poem, how Geoffrey Chaucer wrote the poem, how Dante, Greek literary figure, wrote the poem, and how Robert Frost wrote the poem. Special guidelines are there. If we know, if we became able to know some little bit aspects of writing versified poetry, everyone can write versified poetry. For that, I would like to discuss at the very beginning. Now, while discussing English poetry, what is to be needed? First of all, we need to have little bit knowledge about different form of poems. If there is 1 feet poem, that is called monometer. This is very much important one. Very less literary, or let's say the poetry writers have written in this field. What is to be known? If we can see only 1 meter in a poem, we can say this is what? This is the monometer. 2 feet is called what? Diameter. We can't see such like poems in English literature, but in Sanskrit, but in Nepali, 2 feet or diameter poem we can see. In the same way, 3 feet poem is called trimeter. In the same way, 4 feet poem is called tetrameter. We need to know this. 5 feet poem is called pentameter. In our course, in our poetry course, so many poems. I have studied all 24 poems. I will say something about that also. Maximum poems have been written in pentameters. That I have studied the 24 poems and I saw using pentameters. What is pentameters? That is to be studied and that is to be known. Pentameters means what? Most of the poems, almost all the poems of Shakespeare has been written in iambic pentameter. What is iambic pentameter? I will later talk. But 5 feet poem is called pentameter. You might have studied sonnets, especially sonnets. I have also studied sonnets. You also might have studied sonnets. All the sonnets written by Shakespeare is in iambic pentameter. Iambic pentameter means in iambic pentameters there are one on stress syllables, another one is stress syllable. Again one is stress syllable, again another one is unstressed syllable. It means an unstressed syllables is followed by unstressed syllables, and altogether there must be 5 unstressed syllables and 5 stressed syllables, and it becomes how many syllables? Altogether 5. 5 unstressed and 5 stressed. So we have named this meter iambic pentameters. Iambus means what? Iambus means its syllables. Iambus means its syllables. Syllables also different kinds of syllables. Monosyllabic means what? Go. This is monosyllabic. Hit. This is what? This is monosyllabic. Sometimes we will have the disyllabic. Disyllabic means expert. Now it has 2 syllables. So monosyllabic poem, disyllabic poems also are there. In the same way, if we see 6 feet in the poems, we say that poem is hexameter 1 and heptameter 1 and octameter 1. In this way it goes. Now we can see how iambic pentameter is written. In the same way, now I will talk to next thing, that is what in especially Greek literatures, let's say. In Greek literatures, altogether this much meters have been used. Only I have done research about these things. Only I have done this much research. I am admitting other students also. Chitra Casey is requesting me admit all. Okay, admit all joining. Okay, thank you. So these all meters, nearly 15 meters, have been used in ancient classical Greek or Latin literatures. But these meters um, do not seem to have used in English literatures. All are these meters. Such types of meters are not there in English literatures, but in ancient Greek or in Latin literatures, we see using these like meters. Okay. Now, after that, the slide is not working, or what? This live slide is not going, or what? Okay. Okay, yeah, okay, thank you. Sorry for this disturbance. I was just sliding the slides. Now, especially, dear English scholars, in English literatures, these special 6 types of feet have been used. These 6 types of feet. That is what? Pyrrhus, Dibrak, Iam or Iambus, Toki or Kori also we say, and Chorus also we say, Spondi also we say, Anapest or Antidactylus, and Dactyl. These are the main feet that has been used in English literatures. Only these are the feet. Using these feet, all the English poets have written the poems. When we talk to Shakespeare, Shakespeare has used I am put, or I am bust put. Shakespeare has used in his all the sonnets or all the dramas. Altogether, Shakespeare has written 100, nearly 154 sonnets. In the same way, he has written altogether tragedy, comedy, all dramas, altogether 37 dramas, nearly. So Shakespeare has used I am, let's say the put. And what is now I am put? I am put means unstressed and stressed syllables. Unstressed and stressed syllable. If you go through the Shakespearean sonnet, you will see first one is unstressed one, second one is stressed one. All the sonnets, whatever sonnets he have written, or he has written, or we can say all the sonnets written by Petrarch also. Petrarch sonnet also are in iambic pentameters. Petrarch also has used completely iambic pentameter. In the same way, the great poet of English literature, who is the great poet of English literature? John Milton is the great poet of English literature. Even John Milton also has used iambic pentameter in most of the cases. We know that. So this I am using this I am paid. Many English scholars, many English poets have written the poems. Everyone has to know this I am paid. Paid is nothing. It is alike to gone. In Nepali, what we say? Gone, we say gone. Feet are determined, or feet are measured on the basis of syllables. First of all, to write English poetry, in order to write English poetry, we English scholars need to know how to use stressed and unstressed syllable while making speech, while speaking. We don't have that art of making stress and unstress while speaking. We generally just we speak. We don't find which one is stress syllables and which one is unstressed syllables. Sometimes what happens? What happens sometimes? Expert unstressed and stressed syllables has its tremendous importance. Why it has tremendous importance? Because while using stress, sometimes same word gives the meaning of verb, and while using unstressed, sometimes gives the meaning of noun. For an example, if you say expert, this expert word is 2-syllabic words or bisyllabic words. This is what? This is bisyllabic words. Which one? Expert. When you say, when you give emphasis on at the very beginning, it means x. If you say x, and next one, if you do not stress or you put there on straight accent, For an example, if you say expert, if you say it gives one meaning. Export means generally, you know, bringing something. We know that export means. If you say export, it gives another meaning. If you say what? If you say export, it gives what? Meaning of verb. When you say export, it works as a noun. It means what? Unstress and stress also has unstress and stress have tremendous importance. Even stress, if you give stress on the verb, sometimes it works as a noun and sometimes it works as a verb. So stress and unstress also has important importance. It has importance. Some 5 more are there. So I'm going to join them, dear students. Okay, this 5 are requesting me. Okay, so now this Pyrrhus, you see there, Pyrrhus and dieback. This is what? This is unstressed and unstressed meter, you say. If you carefully listen it, I make and I can say you absolutely and I can give guarantee that everyone can write poetry, even modified poems in English, but English language. For that, what we need? We need metrical identification, syllabic identifications. If we don't know syllabic identifications, it is difficult to write English poem in English meters. But if we know phonic deviations and syllabic deviations or syllabic differentiations, we can easily write English poems in English language. Even the verses also we can write. For that, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 6 feet are the important one. What are the 6 feet? What are the 6 feet? These are the 6 feet. Okay, I will admit Pappu Thapa also has joined. I have admitted him. Okay, now Pyrrhus, Dibrak, Iam or Imbus, Choki, Cori, Chorus, Spondy, Anapest, Antidactylus, and Dactyl. These are the meters. These are the feet. And using these feet, we can use what? We can name the meters. Okay, I think I have to now to amuse or to have to create some recreations. I would like to show you, and I'm going to make you listen one beautiful poem written in Nepali. Okay, I have composed this poem, but this poem has been recited by my disciple Diwana, and this poem has been written in Sardul Bikri Chanda. This poem is in Sardul Bikrita Chanda. Now I am going to make you listen what sounds. What does it sounds? Sardul Bikri Chanda. Okay, now I am going to make you listen what? Sardul Bikri Chanda, one poem, and this has been recited by my disciple Diwana Pun Magar. Okay, now enjoy.
आजको मेरो आदरणीय गुरु कविराज पौडेलद्वारा लेखिएको यो छन्दमा रचिएको छ भने यसको गण तथा लय यस प्रकार रहेको छ। माता रासलगा जभान सलगा ताराज ताराजगा माता जभान सलगा ताराज ताराजगा माता रासलगा जभान सलगा ताराज ताराजगा माता सलगा जभान सलगा ताराज ताराजगा लाल भनी खुसी हुन कतै पर्दैन कोही पनि भोगो पर्दैन कोही पनि नहुनु हुन्न गरी बनिन्थे बुझे प्राप्त हो केवल हुने खानेहरू निम्ति हो नौलो हुने खानेहरू निम्ति हो के दिन शुभकामना बरसके आधार देऊ सके पापी पेट अनाज भेट नहुने आहार देऊ सके करुणे भन्छ दया भने पनि न उसै त हो आफ्नै दर्पणले हिजाउँछ हि उस्तै बिरानै त हो आफ्नै दर्पणले हिजाउँछ हि उस्तै बिरानै त हो कसलाई मन पर्छ यो समयमा के को नयाँ साल हो मर्छन् तिनीहरूका सदा यदि भने के को नयाँ साल हो कसले सक्दछ हेर्न सुन्न अत्रो नयाँ साल बोके आबर सक्दछ यदि भने कत्रो नयाँ साल है बोके आबर सक्दछ यदि भने कत्रो नयाँ साल है को घरमा त अन्न नबने जा जा नयाँ साल जा नाङ्गा घरमा त वस्त्र नबने जा जा नयाँ साल जा मनभित्र तान नबने जा जा नयाँ साल जा मुर्दा र प्राण नबने
Just we listen. What we listen? We listen just one classical poems written in what? Written in Sardul Bikriditah Chanda. Chanda is called in English meter. But there are two types of poems: prose poems and verse poem. Verse poem is recited, but prose poem is just gone through. Just we go through the prose poems, but verse poem is recited. In your course also, so many verse poems are there. But in Nepal, verse poem in English language is not recited because we don't have the skill of recitation. Somehow we can recite Nepali poetry, but English poetry is recited. So my focus is what? My focus is after taking this class, our students will have the ability of reciting the English poetry, especially English verse poetry. For that special purpose, my intimate friend Parma Subidi has requested me. Now, while talking altogether, how many feet are there? Already I told these 6 major feet are there in English language, and all the English poets have used only these 6 feet. Using these 6 feet, even Shakespeare also has written. Using these 6 feet, Edmund Spenser also has written. Milton also has written. Almost all the poets of English literature have used all these 6 feet. And using this feet, all the English scholars and all the English poets have created their creation. Now, after that, I am going to focus what all together in Latin or in Greek literatures. These are the meters, and I have now explored. I have done the investigations, and I am investigating some similarities and some differentiation in between the metrical patterns in between English literature and Nepali literatures. These are the similarities. ए माता राजा भान सलगा. These are the, this is called what? This is called feet. ए माता राजा भान सलगा. And this feet, same these feet are also in Latin or in Greek literatures. These only these feet you can see Becus, Tibac, Antibecus, Amphibrach, Cretic, Amphimacer, Dictyle, Molossus, Anapest, Antidactylus, non-ictus and ictus. These are the feet. Now, dactyl, you can see the ictus means what? Ictus means there must be stress sound, and non-ictus means there should not be stress sounds, but there must be what? Unstressed sound. These are the feet, okay? And emata, mata, ra, tara, ja, raja, ba, jabana, bana, sa, nasala, salaga, laga. These are used in Sanskrit literatures as well as in Nepali literature for creating classical poems, or let's say versified poems. Even in English also, these feats are there, and I have declared what I have declared. I have declared all the metrical patterns have been imported from Eastern literatures to Greek literatures also, Latin literatures also, or in English literature also. Same these feats. What feats we have in our Nepali or we have in our Sanskrita, same feats are in Greek also, or same feats are in Latin, and same feats are in English too. So these all feats were imported from Eastern literatures. Now we can see here this thing. Okay, we have very much less time. What I am planning, an hour and 1.5 hour. I'm planning to take this class. Now, this is also important in order to know or to understand the poem. If you see only 2 lines, that is called what? That is called couplet. If you study 2 lines poem, that is called couplet. If you see 3 lines in a poem, in your course also, tercets are there. Out of 24 poem, 1 poem is in tercet in your course. So you need to have some ideas about it. What is couplet? Couplet means nothing but what? But 2 lines poem. And tercet means what? It is nothing but 3 lines poem. And quatrain? Quatrain means what? Quatrain means a poem having 4 lines. That is called what? That is called quatrains. A poem having 4 lines is called what? Quatrain. Quatrain. And a poem having 6 lines is called what? Sestet. A poem having 6 lines is called sestet. In the same way, the poem having 7 lines is called what? Septet. And in the same way, the poem having 8 lines is called octave. Of course, octaves are there in your course. Octaves are there. Octave is used in Petrarchan sonnet. In Petrarchan sonnet, this octave is used. This is very much important, and you must know it also. Okay. Now, while discussing and before entering into the genre of poetry, what is to be understood, we must know what is sound. In order to understand a poetry, English, let's say the learners or English scholars must know 5 elements. Until and unless you know these 5 elements, you can't understand poetry properly. Now I am going to tell you 5 elements in order to, let's say, the X-ray the poem, or in order to penetrate the central theme of the poem. One need to know these 5 elements. That is what? That is sound patterns. What is sound? Sound must be known. Now I'm going to tell you about sound. It means in order to understand the sound of the poem, you need to know alliteration, assonance. Okay, alliteration and assonance, as well as onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia, alliteration, assonance. This is viewed. This is to be viewed in order to do the X-ray of the poem. What? Alliteration, assonance, and onomatopoeia. Poets use it. We can see these sounds using the poets. Second is what? Second is now, first is what? Sound patterns. And we need to know which one is euphonic sound and whether the poet has used euphonic or cacophonic sound. Sometimes poet uses euphonic sound. Sometimes poet uses what? Euphonic sound. And sometimes poet uses cacophonic sound. While using euphonic sound, poetry sounds good. Poetry sounds pleasant. But while using, say, cacophonic sound, poetry sounds harsh, horrible, dangerous, horrendous situations, or tremendous situations. When poet shows that or uses, let's say, the cacophonic sound, it sounds also unpleasant. But while poet uses, let's say, euphonic sound, it sounds pleasant. It gives pleasure. It soothes our heart. It cools our mind. So you need to understand what? You need to understand what is euphonic sound, what is cacophonic sound. This is the sound about things. Now, next thing is what? After that, you need to understand while studying the poem, you need to know its purpose. To get clear-cut ideas about poetry, one need to understand where purpose falls. For an example, there are three kinds of purpose. Three kinds of purpose. If in the middle of line some punctuations comes, that is called caesura. That is called caesura. Caesura is what? In the middle of line, purpose comes, that is called caesura. We need to know where is caesura, where is a break, or where is, let's say, the pause. In the same way, if there is some punctuation marks at the end of the line of a poem, that is called what? That is called end stopped or run on. It comes under pauses. There are three types of pauses. They are what? They are caesura, end stopped, and enjambment. That is enjambment. And if there is no punctuation at the end of the lines of a poem, that is called what? Enjambment. That is called enjambment, and that is called run on. Sorry, I think run on I said in let's say the in stop. If there is punctuations, for an example, comma, full stop, that type of passage is called what? End stopped. End stopped, caesura, and enjambment, or we can say run on. These passages are there in order to penetrate, or in order to, let's say, the x-ray the poem, or in order to get the central theme of the poem, one need to have the knowledge about the passages too. Now, what is the third element or ingredient of understanding a poem? That is what? That is rhyme. Rhyme also must be understood. Rhyme. Under rhyme, monosyllabic, disyllabic, or bisyllabic, or polysyllabic rhymes comes. How many types of rhymes are there? Monosyllabic rhymes. For an example, what is monosyllabic rhymes? Monosyllabic rhymes means, now we can say hit, bit, hit and bit. It sounds. It rhymes, hit rhymes with what? Bit. It is called monosyllabic. In the same way, bisyllabic rhymes also are there. Bisyllabic. For an example, what is bisyllabic? Bisyllabic means going and doing. This is bisyllabic. Bisyllabic And this bisyllabic is called what? Bisyllabic is called feminine rhyme, and monosyllabic is called what? Masculine rhyme. There are, especially in literature, these three kinds of rhymes seems to have used. What are they? They are monosyllabic, and it is called masculine rhyme. And I already gave you an example too. And bisyllabic, it is called feminine rhyme. So this is third element in order to understand a poem. Now, a fourth element is what? Fourth element is fit. In English literature, especially, two types of fit in some cases. In the same way, three type of, let's say, the fit seem to have used. Two type of fitted. Two type of fit. Two type of fit means what? Iambus. Iambus has only two types of fit. These are the fit. We already talked about that. What are the fit? Fit we already talked. Iambus fit. And what we talked trochee fit also. And we talked what? Spondy fit also. And we talked what? We talked even, let's say, the pedus and vibrat. These are the fit. This let's say the this fit come under fourth element of a poem. Until and unless we understand this, let's say, the fit, we can't, let's say, do the we can't do the axere of a poem. We can't touch the central theme or kernel of the poem. We can't go on the substance of the poem. This fit also need to understand Virus, iron, chalky, spondy, anapest, and dictyl. In English, there are two types of fit. One is two-syllabic fit, and another one is three-syllabic fit. Under three-syllabic fit, anapest or antidactylus and dictyl come, but spondy, chalky, ambus, and pyrrhus or dibrak come under two-syllabic fit. So to know this thing is important. In the same way, type element is what? Type element is now meter. After knowing stressed and unstressed sound, we need to understand and we need to know what is meter. In meter, in understanding meter, there are already I talked, especially there are what? There are especially only 6 types of meters. I had showed all these are the meters, you say, or all these are the, let's say, the fits. And 90% poems, 90% poem seem to have used iambic, let's say, the fit. In 90% cases of the poem in English literatures, what fit is used? There seems to have used iambus fit. Iambus means what? On stress and stress level. So understanding all these things, we can easily, let's say, the break the central theme of the poem. Without knowing this 5 element in order to understanding a poem, we can't, let's say, break, or we can't, let's say, shake the theme of the poem. This is very much important one, and to I would like to request to all the English learners to know these 5 elements of a poem in order to know its, let's say, theme. Now let's discuss about one of the poem of the poem. We are now discussing what is a sonnet. I think you are well known to it. What is sonnet? There are altogether 8 types of sonnet. There are altogether 8 types of sonnet. How many sonnet? 8. 8 types of sonnets are there in English literature, but only, especially two types of sonnet, let's say, are in poem. 8 types of sonnets are there, but in poem only 2 types of sonnets are there. And what are they? One is Petrarchan sonnet, and another one is what? Shakespearean sonnet. Italian sonnet is called Petrarchan sonnet, and English sonnet is called Shakespearean sonnet. In the same way, in English, Spenserian sonnet also is there, Miltonic sonnet also is there, and Tarjarima sonnet also is there, and Cottle sonnet also is there. Beside it also, two more sonnets
Kaviraj
are
sir,
there. We'll discuss. Yes, sir.
Kaviraj sir,
Yes.
sorry for interruption. Actually, the sound is echoed, so I would like to request Prem, Saru, Kamal Gati, and then Santi Buddha Chetri to mute themselves. Okay, please.
Oh. May I go, sir, now?
Yes, sir. Yes, please.
Okay, so now in second page, we are talking about types of sonnet. I would like to make you remember that only two types of sonnets are in fame. What are they? They are Italian sonnet or Italian sonnet. This name goes to Petrarch, Petrarchan sonnet, or English sonnet, and English sonnet goes to Shakespearean sonnet. Beside it, Spenserian sonnet, Miltonic sonnet also are there. Now we are talking about it, how you can write in Italian sonnet. Now, Italian or Petrarchan sonnet. How sonnet is differentiated? How do you differentiate the sonnet? Sonnets are differentiated on the basis of rhyme scheme. If you see Petrarchan sonnet, AB, ABBA, ABBA, CDC, CDCD, DCD, DC, CDC, and DCD. This rhyme schemes you see. And what is rhyme scheme? At the end of the rhyme, or sorry, at the end of the line, if you see first line is matched with first line rhyme is rhymed with fourth line rhyme in the cut rhyme. It means what? A, B, and second line of a stanza and third line of a stanza is matched, or second line in word of second line rhymed with third line of in word. ABBA, ABBA, CDC, DCD. These are what? These are the rhyming scheme of Petrarchan sonnet. And one more thing, the remaining 6 line, it means what? Sestet also seems used. Sestet and octave are used in Petrarchan sonnet. Octave and sestet. Octave and sestet. Don't forget it. 6 line and 8 line. At the very beginning, 8 line. What did I say? I said 8 line poem is called what? Octave or octet. While seeing Petrarchan sonnet, you will see octet. And after that, again, after that what? When there is a deviation of theme or deviation of ideas, we say what? We say it is volta. If there is deviation in the forms or in the form of the sonnets or in the line of the sonnets, especially it occurs in between the 8th or 9 lines. In Petrarchan sonnet also, or in English sonnets, and it is called volta. Deviation of theme is called volta. In sonnet only, volta is used only in sonnet. So this is what? This is Petrarchan sonnet. And how it is differentiated with Shakespearean sonnet on the basis of what? This rhyming scheme. Now let's talk about English sonnet, and this Shakespearean sonnet is named by English sonnet. And one thing I would like to tell you, all the sonnets, especially classical sonnets, either Petrarch has used or Shakespeare has used, all has been written in iambic pentameter. Sonnet must follow strict, let's say, the rule of metrical patterns. It means iambic pentameter means what? I think you have got clear idea. Iambic pentameter means one straight sound is to be followed by another straight sound, and altogether 5 unstraight sound, and 5 straight sound makes what? Pentameter. Okay, so Shakespeare also has used this iambic pentameter, and even Petrarch also is used. Sonnet, free verse sonnet won't be there. We can't write sonnet in free verse. Metrical patterns are required. To write sonnet, you need to write it in metrical patterns. Otherwise not. If sonnet comes, Shakespearean sonnet or Petrarchan sonnet, one thing you guess, it is in metrical pattern. So now, how do you differentiate it from, let's say, the Petrarchan sonnet? A B A B C D C D E F E F G G. This is the what? This is the Shakespearean sonnets rhyme scheme. This is the rhyme scheme. So you can differentiate it. Now, after this Shakespearean sonnet, we will discuss another sonnet. That is what? That is Spenserian sonnet. It is also in fame, but not exactly in comparison to Petrarchan and Shakespearean sonnet. But we can see it's Spenserian sonnet, Sir Edmund Spenser. Okay, and he also has used different rhyme: A B A B, B C B C, C D C D E E. Now this rhyme scheme differentiates Spenserian sonnet from let's say the Shakespeare to Petrarch. He is also different. His sonnet also is different because he has used another type of, let's say, the new rhyme scheme. I told you one thing: sonnet is differentiated on the basis of rhyme. So Spenserian sonnet has the rhyme scheme of A B A B, B C B C, C D C D, and E A. Now after that we talk about Miltonic sonnet. After that we talk about Miltonic sonnet. Now Miltonic sonnet means what? Miltonic sonnet means now he has deviated the traditional theme of writing a sonnet. Especially in sonnet, what was assumed? What was the principle? What was the theory? Theory was sonnet was to be written in what? Theme of love. But Milton deviated. Milton started even different issues while writing in, let's say, the in sonnets. He did not only write the theme of the love, but he started writing different issues in sonnet. So he also used sonnet, and his sonnet was named as Miltonic sonnet. Why it was named as Miltonic sonnet? Because instead of, let's say, the talking and questions of romantic love or nature, he started to deal with politics and moral issues thematically, and they use something called enjambment to tighten the sonnet structure. So we say what? We say the Miltonic sonnet. It is different. After Miltonic sonnet, we need to understand modern sonnets. Modern sonnets are what? What I said? I said altogether there are 8 types of sonnets, but in them 2 types of sonnets: Shakespearean sonnet and Miltonic sonnets. Besides that, Shakespearean sonnet and Miltonic sonnets also come. And besides that, strained sonnet, Tardalima sonnet, Cartal sonnet, and sonnet sequences, and crown sonnets. These types of sonnets also seem to have used in English literature. Now, after talking it, now I would like to go to the course, especially. And while talking to your course, at the very beginning, there is a poem. What poem is there? There is Solitary. Solitary. It is written by William Wordsworth. Who has written this poem?
Sir, there are some sound problems.
Yes, sir. Say, sir.
Okay, now it's okay.
Okay, now I'm going to, in your course, altogether, in your course, there are 24 poems. Then what are they? In first number, what comes? Solitary Reaper. When William Wordsworth comes, there is no doubt. He is a romanticist. It does not mean that romanticist does not use metrical patterns. Our Nepali professors is that romanticism is, let's say, the break of new classicism. Of course, in the phase of the history, it is, but even the we don't say neoclassicism, they used, let's say, the tight form of metrical patterns, but in Romantic era, no poets wrote in metrical poems. In this way, we should not teach. I would like to request to all the, let's say, the Nepali scholars and Nepali poetry teachers. Even in Romantic era, most of the poems are written in meters. In neoclassicism, 98% poems were written in what? Meters. 98%. Almost all poets used meters. Was the central figure of neoclassicism, Alexander Pope. He was the versatile. He was so intelligent. He was so talented in writing classical poems. But what I am saying to you, even in Romantic era, Wordsworth, almost all the poems written by Wordsworth is in, let's say, the almost all are in meters. Now, Solitary River. Now, I am going to talk about the structural beauty of this poem. Only I am going to say you metrical patterns of this poem and its aesthetic beauty, structural aesthetic beauty. I am going to talk. Solitary River is in now iambic tetrameter or iambic trimeter. Two types of meter Wordsworth has used here. Two types of meter Wordsworth has used here. What are the meters? Iambic tetrameter and iambic trimeter. 2 meters he has used. It means while each stanza also contains a single line in iambic trimeter, the fourth line of each stanza in Solitary River. Only I would like to talk to this much thing, and I don't like to go in content or in thematic aesthetic. This much is for this poem. Now let's go to talk about the structural beauty or aesthetic, metrical aesthetic of Farewell by John Clark. I have studied this poem. Now in this poem, poet has used Tokai pentameter. What is Tokai pentameter? Tokai pentameter means what? Tokai pentameter means state and unstate syllables that we already talked. What we talked? We talked unstate and unstate syllables in Tokai pentameter. So, Farewell by John Clark, he has used Tokai pentameter in this poem in order to construct this poem. This is the second poem. It comes under your what the course. Here, one new thing is there that need to be taught. What is rhyme? The word used in this poem is called rando. Its rhyme is called what? Rando, and it is very much near to sonnet also. Because it has what? It has the pentameter, or it has been written in pentameter. Iambic pentameter has been used. Okay, this is also metrical poem, and it is very much near to College's stanza is near to sonnet, and its rhyme is, let's say, the rundown. And what is rundown? Sometimes English poet also seems to have used rundown. It is a French word and are composed of lines, especially rundown rhyme. This rhyme we will find only in poem in which 15 lines are there. But it is very much different from Shakespearean and Petrarchan sonnet because it has the 15 lines. Okay, and rundown poems contains a fixed verse. Okay, and what types of fixed verbs? It has some differences from Shakespearean and Petrarchan sonnet. What is to be understood? It is divided into 3 stanzas in rundown poem. Why it is rundown? It is rundown because at the very beginning there are quintet, and after that what? Quatrain and sestet. If you add sestet, quatrain, and quintet altogether, there will be 15 lines. So we say it what? Rundown. And what is rundown? Rundown is a poem having 15 lines and which has, let's say, the quintet, quatrain, and sestet. That types of poem is called what? Rundown. So this poem is in this poem's rhyme is near Chiranda. This is the top same poem. Now let's talk about third poem. That is Home Thoughts from Abroad. Okay, this is what this is the third poem, and this poem's title is Home Thoughts from Abroad. Now, poet.
Kabira sir,
Yes.
I think if you are not showing your screen, better to stop screen sharing. It's because there is some problem in sound. It is
Sir,
blurred.
sir.
Sometimes it's blurred. Sometimes it's clear.
No, sir. Screen hasn't been shown here.
Oh yeah.
I
But
have
you
shown,
are
sir.
viewing Kabiraj Powdel's screen. Okay, that's fine.
Yes, sir.
So I think the sound is blurred a little bit. Sometimes it is blurred. Sometimes it's clear. Okay, please, sir, go ahead.
Okay. Now, Home Thoughts from Abroad. This is also in romantic era, or this poem was written in the romantic era. So this third poem, but one thing need to be understood: what this poem has the rhyme scheme of A B C C D. This is called what? This is called couplet. But what is to be understood? This poem does not have, let's say, the regular meter. We don't say all the romanticist poets used metrical patterns. Some of the romanticists, they did not use metrical patterns. So we can say this is prose. There is no regular meter, though it has A B C C D D rhyming scheme. We can say this is prose. This is not verse. Verse means what? Verse means padde kavita, and prose means what? Prose means gadde kavita. Gadde and padde, there are two types of poems: verse and prose. Prose means gadde, and verse means padde. Now let's discuss about there was an old man with a bird. Let's say, okay, this is in anapestic meter. This poem is in anapestic meter, and it consists of 5 lines. Only 5 lines is here, okay? If 5 lines poem comes, this type of poem is called limerick. A limerick has to be always in what? Has to be always in metrical forms. We can't write, let's say, the prose in limerick. Limerick means what? Limerick means consistent metrical patterning poem. So it is in anapestic meter. This poem, there was an old man with a beard. This is in anapestic meter. That was I would like to talk about it, and it has the, let's say, the rhyme of A. I already talked about it, and it has been written in anapestic meter. Anapestic meter is what? On stress, stress. On stress. I talked two things while talking about meters. In English meters, two types feet are here. One is what? 2-syllabic feet and 3-syllabic feet. Anapestic meter comes under 3-syllabic feet. So now let's discuss about song by Christina Rossetti. Okay. Now Christina Rossetti has used two feet here. Okay. This is what? No. Sorry, not 2 feet, but 2 meters. That is iambic trimeter and iambic tetrameter. She has used, okay, Christina Rossetti has used iambic trimeter and iambic tetrameter. Okay. One line is in trimeter and another line is in what? Another line is in tetrameter. It means here she has used 4 iambic feet in the metrical line, which contrasts the first, 5th, and 7th line of each stanza. 2 meters she has used, but feet is the same. What is feet? Feet is iambus or iambic feet she has used. Okay, I had already talked. Most of the scholars and English poets they have used iambus feet. Many of the poets, Shakespeare in his all sonnets, what he has used imbus speed. Similarly, Milton has used imbus speed. Edmund Spencer also has used imbus speed. Let's discuss about 6th number poem. This is Rudyard Kipling's poem. Rudyard Kipling also has used iambic pentameter. कुन छन्दमा लेखिएको छ? रुड्यार्ड किपलिङको कविता iambic pentameter भन्ने छन्दमा लेखिएको छ. It means what? Rudyard Kipling also has used iambic pentameter. It means while singing the poem, one is on stage and stage seems to have followed by stage syllable seems to have followed by unstage syllables. Okay, and he is near to William Shakespeare. Iambic pentameter, this is synonymously used to William Shakespeare also. Okay, iambic pentameter means now we can say I have written in iambic pentameters. If you say, someone may say you, oh, it means you are writing in Shakespearean meter. Shakespearean meter means iambic pentameter. Okay, we can say Shakespearean meter. Iambic pentameter is called Shakespearean meter also because in all the poem or in drama he has used it. Now let's talk about highly tremendously famous poem, Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. I think you also have taught it in school. Okay, now the Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. This is written in now iambic tetrameter. Tetrameter means what? We already discussed a poem having altogether 8 syllables, 4 unstressed and 4 what? 4 stressed. That is called iambic tetrameter. It means the road not taken by Robert Frost as written in iambic tetrameter poem. We already talked about metrical patterns and its let's say meter's name too. Now in 8th number, the second coming William Butler's W.B. Yeats poem comes. He is modernist poet. Though he is modernist, he also has used iambic pentameter. We say he is a visionary poet, but he is also using metrical patterns. So the second coming is in metrical patterns, but it is in metrical patterns not consistently but roughly. Okay, he is modernist poem. In some lines he has used what? He has used in some lines but he has used it roughly, not consistently, because he is modernist poet. It does not mean that modernist poet does not use metrical patterns. We don't say T.S. Eliot, he always advocated in the favor of metrical poems. Okay, even the modernist writers or modernist poet, they also wrote in metrical patterns, and we know, okay, Ezra Pound, Clement Box, and Ellen Tate. These are the modernist writers, but they also wrote in what? Metrical patterns, and though they also advocated in the favor of let's say the versified poems. So William Wordsworth, this what let's say W.B. Yeats poem also is in iambic pentameter, in roughly, not inconsistently. Let's discuss about. This is just to say altogether how many lines are there. Altogether only 28 lines are there in this poem. I studied and I saw no metrical patterns. Okay, no metrical patterns, and it is highly let's say highly imagist poem. Okay, only 28 words are there. You can study it. I think you already had studied. I don't like to go inside the center of the theme. Just I am discussing about it. Let's say the structural beauty. So it is prose. We don't say it is verse. He hasn't used any sort of metrical patterns. Now in 10th number, what comes? In Broken Images by Robert Graves. Let's say this is what we can see 3 lines. What is called 3 lines? It means if 3 lines are there in each stanza, what is called that sort of poem? We already talked. That is called torsets.
Yeah.
So now collagist meter is what? Now Tokai pentameter. We can see Robert Graves also has used Tokai pentameter. Now Tokai means what? Tokaic means stress and unstress, stress and unstress. It goes up to what? Up to 10 syllables it goes. What sort of 10 syllables? One is unstressed and another is stressed. Again, one is unstressed, another is stressed. One unstressed syllable is followed by another stressed syllable, and it goes up to 10 syllables. So we say penta. Penta means 5. Penta means 5. So in broken images, Robert Graves, he has used tercet and meter, but penta he has used, or we say pentameter. Now let's say it is also what? It is also a kind of, let's say, the sonnet, or we don't say sonnet, okay? We don't say sonnet because in sonnet, especially while talking about sonnet, we say Shakespearean sonnet and Petrarchan sonnet, and it is to be written in iambic, but it is in Tokai. Let's say the Negro speaks of rivers by Langston Hughes. He's Afro-American poet, we know, okay? But he hasn't written a single poem in metrical, let's say, the patterns. He is a prose writer, okay? He is Gadda Kavi, okay? It is free work. The Negro speaks of rivers by Langston Hughes. I don't want to talk about is, let's say, the theme. In one line, racial segregation has been talked in this poem. But it is in what? It is in completely free verse. Free verse means it is Gadde Kavita. It is prose. Free verse means without verse. Now, let's talk about Sylvia Plath. Sylvia Plath. We see, I think she is wife of Ted Hughes, poet laureate of Britain. Sylvia Plath. No, Sylvia Plath also hasn't written in metrical forms. She is also prose writer, prose poem writer. We don't say prose writer, okay? Prose writer means even novel also come under the genre of prose. History also comes under the genre of prose, and other forms also are there. So we can say prose poem writer. The kavita, we have to say it is also is in, let's say, it is also in free verse. Though she has used simile, metaphor, and personifications, she has used in it. And now we are going to talk about Valentine by Windy Cup, which has been written in, let's say, 1922, nearly, let's say, 30 years ago, or let's say the 28 years ago, it was written. Now, while talking about it, we don't see any metrical patterns in this poem also. We don't see metrical patterns. It is completely without metrical patterns. So this poem is also free verse poem, or we can say Gadde Kavita. Now, while talking about, let's say, A Poison Tree by William Black, don't forget, dear English scholars, William Black is what? William Black is, let's say, the metrist. He is metrist. Metrist means Chandavadi Kavi. He is metrist. He has written almost all poems in meters. So, A Poison Tree by William Black, this poem is in Tokaik meter. It is in Tokaik meter. Tokaik means what? Tokaik means stress and unstress. Okay? This is in Tokaik meter. We already talked about this. What is meter and Tokaik? Now, 15th poem, Tears, Idle Tears by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Let's see. This poem also is in iambic pentameter. You see, nearly 90% poems are in, let's say, the metrical forms. Out of 24 poems, almost all poems, except some 3-4 poems, are in metrical forms. So, meters are very much important. Why? Because almost all poems are in meters. So, even this poem, Alfred Lord Tennyson's poem, Tears, Idle Tears by, also is in, let's say, I'm going to invite some students, okay? Prem Saru is coming. I would like to welcome him. So, this is also in iambic pentameter, Alfred Lord Tennyson. Now, let's go to next poem. Now, under 16th number, The Illiterate by William Medit. This is Meredith's The Illiterate Poem. This is alike to Petrarchan sonnet. Okay, this is alike to Petrarchan sonnet. Okay, what is Petrarchan sonnet? I already talked to that, and it has also imbus fit. Imbus fit means what? Imbus means on stage. Iambic means adjective. Imbus means noun. So it has also imbus fit. Okay, does not okay rhyme very carefully though, but it is also, let's say, the metrical poem, or we can say he is also metrist. Now let's say, or let's discuss about 17th number poem, My Grandmother Elizabeth Jennings. Okay, but she has used two fit here. Okay, Elizabeth Jennings, in My Grandmother poetry, she has used trochaic and anapaestic meters. Trochaic already I talked, and I even talked anapaestic meters. Trochaic is 2 syllabic meters, anapaestic is 3 syllabic meters. These 2 meters seems to have used in this poem. This is autobiographical poem, okay? Now let's discuss about On Love by Khalil Gibran. Okay, we say Khalil Gibran, okay? Khalil Gibran, we say, but this poem is also in free verse, means it is not in metrical patterns. It is in without metrical patterns. So now let's discuss about 19th number poem. While discussing about 19th number poem, this is what? He is the great poet of Greek, okay? He is the great poet of Greek. Who? Dante. Dante is great poet of Greek. Even he has used also iambic pentameter. He has written a great epic, what is called that Divine Commedia. Divine Commedia also is in iambic pentameter. He is a classical writer. He is in between, let's say, 12th century to 13th century. He is the pioneer of Greek, let's say, Renaissance. English Renaissance also is there, Greek Renaissance also is there, but he is the pioneer of Greek Renaissance, Date, and this poem also is in iambic pentameter because he is also classical writers. In classical writers, all classical poets, they have used, let's say, meters. Now, in 20th number, Longing by Matthew Arnold. He is a great critic of English literature too. He also has used iambic pentameters in this poem. Okay, but we don't see in all the lines in this poem in iambic pentameter. Only line 1 and 2 of the poem demonstrate the iambic pentameters, but other lines are not in consistent meters. There is differentiations and deviations in metrical patterns. So now let's discuss next poem that comes in 21 number. If grief her grief can touch thee by Emily Bront. You see, Emily Bront, it is in lyrical form. It means it has only 6 syllables. She has used only iambic trimeter. Trimeters means what? Only having 3 on stage sound and 3 stage sound. And she also has used, what sort of stanza she has used? She has used torsets. Torsets means what? Having 3 lines stanza. We already talked about it. Now, let's discuss about, let's say, Why the Roses Are So Pale by Henry Heine. Dear masters, scholars, this is, let's say, the German language to English language translated poems of the poem. So it is also not in meter because this is translation. Okay, in translations we don't see metrical patterns because translators also must know metrical patterns. Without knowing it, no translators will be able to translate exactly the poem in metrical patterns. Okay, under 23, Love Spain by John Clare, this poem comes. And this poem also written in iambic tetrameter. This poem also is in iambic tetrameter. And let's not discuss its, let's say, the content because almost an hour and 30 minutes has passed. Now, last poem, dear masters scholars, last poem, Farewell to False Love by Sir Walter, let's say the Raleigh. He has, let's say, he has used here iambic pentameter. What he has used iambic pentameters. Now, I would like to make you listen one poem again, and that poem I myself have recited. That poem I'm going to make you listen, and dear students, now enjoy this poem.
Sir, the sound is not much clear, so
Okay, time is not favoring us, and I don't like to all the poem listen to you because we don't have much more time to make you listen all the content of the poem. Dear masters scholars, I think Parma sir.
yes, sir. We heard the poem, but if we hear the live recitation, it would be better. It's because the sound was so low.
Okay, sound is so low. Okay, I will recite one poem, and this poem has been written. This is a ode, dear masters scholars. Today, I think many and more contents are there, and my friend, my intimate friend, Parmaswiti sir had allowed me only an hour time, but okay, violating
So
some.
we can go for 10-15 minutes more.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, and this is an art to New Year. Art to New Year. John Keats has written many arts. Arts means, let's say, song to New Year. Now I'm going to recite one poem. Okay, and this poem already was recited, but again this is I don't think this is reliable because this poem already was recited by Diwanapun Magar, and I was played it, but I want to make you listen another poem. Okay, that is also later to Corona.
Hmm.
Later to Corona. Okay, later to Corona. We are in problematic situations. So let's recite and let's tell something to Corona. I'm going to recite that, okay? That poem. And it is also written in Sardul Bikri Chanda. And this Sardul Bikri Chanda means having what? How many syllables? 19 syllables. In this Sardul Bikri Chanda, there are 19 syllables. Exactly how let's say the Sanskrit literati means literary figures, and Nepali literary figures have written in let's say the metrical patterns in the same way in English also is written. For that I talked already, and this whatever I talked, all the let's say the talkings are important in order to construct poems in metrical patterns. So I would like to recite one poem, that is What to Corona. Corona like GT. Now, poem it starts in this way. Now I'm going to start this poem, okay? Farmer sir, are you listening? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, am I visible, sir, now?
No, not visible.
How it happened? Also, I also couldn't understand. I am not visible.
I think better to start video. Go to start video.
Okay, okay, sir. Go to start
Yeah,
video only.
yes. First, it says that you are viewing Kaviraj Paudal's screen, so I think it's better to stop that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
uh,
Okay,
go to start video.
okay, sir. Start video. Yes. Now, see here. Now, I think this screen share we don't need. Yes, sir. Now. Okay. I'm not some. I'm also less skilled regarding this. Dear master's class. Okay. Now mute is there. So I'm also learning screen sharing and video stop video is there.
Just near to mute, there is start video.
Uh, yes, sir. I started video and there is the signal of but why I couldn't understand why I am not visible, sir. There is camera light also is on. It is also on, sir. Pause.
Sir, first stop screen sharing.
Okay, I will stop. Okay, sir.
Yeah,
Screen
stop
sharing.
screen sharing.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now.
now you can. I think. You are visible.
Okay. May I recite now this Sardal Bikrita poem?
Yes, sir. Yes.
कोरोनालाई चिठी यो मेरो सपना अझै छ अधुरो यो मेरो सपना अझै छ अधुरो गर्नै छ बाँकी पुरा हावामा लहराउनै छ बिचरा सानो तिनो आँकुरा मागी पाल्नु छ पेट भर्सका यता के हुन्छ आइन मेरो देश यसै मरेसरी छ भो ए कोरोना ना मेरो देश यसै मरेसरी छ भो ए कोरोना ना धेरै शोषित छन् कठै दुःख जिलो गर्छन् रमाइकन बाँच्छन् तिनी मुखा गरी मजदुरी मर्छन् नखाइकन ती भोका तनको जमात छ यहाँ फर्केर जा भोना मेरो देश यसै मरेसरी छ भो ए कोरोना ना मेरो देश यसै मरेसरी छ भो ए कोरोना ना हाँस्ने कोही पनि छैन केवल रुने मर्नेहरूको गृह बत्तीमा झर्नेहरूको कोही छैन सुखी दुखान्त छ कथा मुर्दाहरू छन् मेरो देश यसै मरेसरी छ भो ए कोरोना ना मेरो देश यसै मरेसरी छ भो ए कोरोना ना यात्रा भो सुरु भर्खरै अझ नयाँ देख्नै छ बाँकी अरू लेखौँ भन्छु समृद्धिको म कविता लेख्नै छ बाँकी अरू रातो घाम छ झुल्किँदै क्षितिजमा होला कि केही न मेरो देश यसै मरेसरी छ भो ए कोरोना ना मेरो देश यसै मरेसरी छ भो ए कोरोना ना Thank you, dear students. And
so sweet, so sweet. Okay. Kaviraj sir.
Yes, sir.
Actually, can we recite English poems in the same way as we recite Nepali?
Yes, sir. Of
can
course.
Nepali speakers
Yeah.
can Nepali we speakers recite Nepali as English poems?
Yeah, I have listened some of the poem. Let's say the Robert Frost poem, and he also has recited. For an example, right now I haven't brought today this poem, but I will give some example of reciting this poetry. Now, for an example, every one of us we have studied William Black's Tiger poem. I think we all are not. William Black's poem,
Yeah.
Tiger.
Yes.
Now, this Tiger poem written in talkie tetrameter. Talkie tetrameters means what? Talkie tetrameters means test syllables must be unstated syllables.
Yes.
Yeah. Stress on stress, stress on stress. Now let's sing this poem exactly as Nepali poem is recited. Tiger. Now this tiger syllables, it has 2 syllables. Let's say tiger word has 2 syllables. Tiger. Now grammatically, stress falls on, let's say, the very beginning of the words. Tai. So it has the this poem has altogether what, the 8 syllables, 4 state syllables and 4 unstate syllables. Chai, chai. We can sing it, though accent does not favor us, because we have our own Nepali tongue. So it's, let's say, it sounds as humorous also. Okay, it makes other laugh also if we sing English poem. But we can exactly recite it. Chai going by. Tiger. We don't say tiger, tiger. We don't say, because gar is unstate sound. So we can't say, we must not say tiger, 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 dum da, tiger, tiger, burning by in the forest in the night. In this way goes Promoter. Thank you, thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Promoter.
Yes, we are very thankful to you. And would you like to share something more for 5 minutes?
Okay. Now let's as I was requested about drama also, and I would like to say something about drama. Okay, while talking about drama, there are different forms of drama. First of all, we need to know that. That is what. First, we need to know tragedy. What is tragedy? When this tragedy word comes, we need to know and we need to understand Greek tragedy. And what are the elements of tragedy? When this question comes, we must know, let's say the Aristotelian definition of tragedy. Aristotelian definition of tragedy is what? There must be what? The 6 elements. What are the 6 elements? That is diction, thoughts, spectacles, characters, plot. These are, and sometimes chorus also come. And these all are important. Okay. And tragedy must have 2 kinds of features. One we say catharsis and we say homosia. In all the tragedy, if we don't see catharsis, or let's say the homosia means purifications or purgation. Sometimes while watching, let's say, the tragic film, we let's say cry. We also sometimes weep. It is because homosia and catharsis. Something happens. Sometimes we weep along with the, let's say, the tragic fall of hero in film. In the same way, in tragedy, catharsis and, let's say, this homosia must come. And elements of drama means there must be character. And while understanding character, you need to know who is protagonist and who is antagonist. Along with that, which one is, let's say, how it has been, let's say it has been going forward. It's, let's say, the interpretation, chorus, how the chorus are interpreting the dramas. Equally, characters are important, plot is important, diction is important, thoughts are important, and let's say one more thing, spectacles are, let's say, the watchers or spectacles are also important. Now, one thing I will say, drama is obviously interactive form. It is to be acted out. But even drama also is meditative form. This thing I would like to share with you. Why drama is meditative form? It is meditative because sometimes in drama you can say salilaki. Salilaki means, let's say, monologue. In drama we see the salilaki. This salilaki creates meditative. It is also what? Meditative form. Though it is an interactive form, it is to be staged out and acted out. Or it is also meditative form. In the same way, drama is what? Drama is persuasive form. Some characters will make us convince. They convey messages, and they are, let's say, addressing us to convince. So it is also what? It is also certain ideas are there, certain themes are there, certain ideologies and philosophies are there. So the characters will, let's say, that carry that philosophies and will address us and will try to make us convince. So drama also is, let's say, the persuasive form. Last is what? Drama is also interpretive form. Why it is interpretive? Sometimes, let's say, storytellers in classical, let's say, the Greek drama, there is separate storytellers and storytells. Now he is coming, she is coming, this is happening. So even storytellers through chorus also है त्यो सङ्गीतहरुको समूहले पनि story tells, that is called chorus. So it is also interpretive form. It means what? Drama is interactive also, drama is meditative also, drama is, let's say, the persuasive also, and drama is what we talk. Drama can be explained and interpreted or depicted or elucidated in these 5 terms too. I think Parmo sir, may I say something?
Yes.
Want to think more?
Actually, we are running out of time.
Okay.
So I think you have another session also, live session after 8:30, as I know.
Yeah.
So so I think you might get some trouble.
Yeah.
So I think we can join later also.
Okay.
And especially thank you so much for your valuable time and all the insights and knowledge that you provided to the students of Central Campus of Education and Bageshwari Multiple Campus. Both are the campus, constituent campus and central campuses of Midwestern University.
Okay.
It's
my great opportunity.
On the behalf of university, on the behalf of campus, Bageshwari Multiple Campus, I would like to thank you so much. I would like to offer my thanks and gratefulness to Edu Gewali sir, who provided this what we say, the technological support, and I would like to thank campus chief of Bageshwari Multiple Campus. He wanted to join, but due to some electric problems, he could not join to offer vote of thanks. So I would like to request now Chitra Bahadur Keshi sir, Assistant Professor of English Education, Midwestern University, Central Campus of Education, to offer some vote of thanks to our guest speaker. Chitra sir. Chitra sir. Hello. He's here. Sir, please unmute and speak. Chitra sir. Hello. Hello. Okay. I think he is unable to join with us. So I would like to request him Lamsal. Yes, he is students, but he is senior students. I would like to call him senior students, and he is quite experienced in his work experience. He writes poem as well. He has, I think, he has got lots of knowledge in writing poetry too. So, if you want to share a poem and offer vote of thanks on the behalf of all students, please. Please unmute first. Unmute first, please.
So thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Kaviraj sir, for joining us this afternoon and sharing your knowledge and thoughts and many things, and also reciting poems to us. And it's very, very encouraging to us having different kinds of insights in poetry.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, and I would like to, as sir requested, I'm looking for, maybe it's taking time. I'm opening my laptop. I've written some poems and just would like to recite for you.
Okay, okay,
I'm a learner actually.
okay, okay. Will you enjoy?
Yeah, sorry. It could be a different. Okay.
We too are here to enjoy your poem.
Yeah. Last time I recited the another one, and this time, just a minute. शिशिरको कठाङ्ग्रिने रातमा साथीहरू पात झरेर गए पनि हाँगाहरू त थिर्छन् शिशिरको कठाङ्ग्रिने रातमा साथीहरू पात झरेर गए पनि हाँगाहरू त थिर्छन् नाङ्गो रुख देख्दा विरक्त लागे नि साथीहरू बसन्तको पालुवासँगै हरियाली फिर्छन् नाङ्गो रुख देख्दा विरक्त लागे पनि साथीहरू बसन्तको पालुवासँगै हरियाली फिर्छन् ग्रीष्मको उखरमाउलो काल रातमा साथीहरू दादागिरी गर्ने गोमन र लामखुट्ने यत्रतत्र छन् ग्रीष्मको उखरमाउलो काल रातमा साथीहरू दादागिरी गर्ने गोमन र लामखुट्टे यत्रतत्र छन् नाङ्गो डसाई देख्दा विरक्ति लागे नि साथीहरू नियन्त्रण गर्ने झुल र दंश केन्द्रहरू सर्वत्र छन् नाङ्गो डसाई देख्दा विरक्त लागे नि साथीहरू नियन्त्रण गर्ने झुल र दंश केन्द्रहरू सर्वत्र छन् वर्षाको मुसलधारे मनसुनी रातमा साथीहरू बाढी पहिरोले त्रासपूर्ण जीवन गुज्रेका छन् नाङ्गो आकाश देख्दा विरक्त लागे नि साथीहरू शरदको पक्षसँगै कुण्ठित मनहरू रमेका छन् शरदको पक्षसँगै कुण्ठित मनहरू रमेका छन् I wrote it on 29th October 2017 in Kathmandu.
Okay, Khem.
Okay.
Are you Khem? Yes. Are you Khem?
Hem Lamsal.
I listen your poem very carefully, and this is prose poem, and you have used some metaphors and some simile and some images also. Okay.
Yeah.
In plain writing, sometimes poem never becomes, if some dictions we use in, let's say, the vertical forms, and we just make a poem, that never becomes poem. Okay, only putting some words in, let's say, the vertical form, or making some length of words in putting vertical forms, poem never becomes poem. Either poem must be in metrical patterns or in metaphorical way. You recited some, let's say, you have used some similes, some metaphors, some images, let's say the naked rivers, this and that, naked things, naked, let's say the winter seasons or something else. Yes. So in this way, I think your poem is very much standard. It is full of metaphors, full of images. Please go on. You are a beautiful poet, and you are so nice poet. I like to thank to you. Okay, Parma sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Hemji. And Chitra sir, are you listening? Chitra sir? Chitra sir? Hello? Okay, I think he's not listening, and I have posted there also. So, Kabira sir, this is actually, we did not want to depart, but what to do?
Yeah.
It's time to depart. We were enjoying the presentations, and before ending, I wish one more poem from you, Nepali poem, and then we will end. Okay?
Yeah. So one
Yes.
more Nepali poem you are saying. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Now, especially, okay. Thank you. I will recite. Especially, I have written and I have used so many meters in Nepali literatures, and my special, let's say, my speciality is what I only write in English poem. Sorry, I write only in metrical poems. I don't write, let's say, these proses, and I have made some campaign also to revive metrical fields in Nepali literatures. So I would like to recite here, let's say, the metrical poems. It is a little bit different one, and I used let's say, before I say just one highly used in let's say Nepali is Anushup Chanda. It has been highly used, but I would say one stanza during the economic blockade. It was done by India. I had written one poem, and I would like to recite one stanza. Okay, it is also in Sarduli Bikrita. कात्रो होस् न चिनिन् छ किन्तु सजिँदै खादा नबन भारत खादा के मोदी आउने खादा उडाउने कात्रो होस् न चिनिन्छ किन्तु सजिँदै खादा नबन भारत तेरो चाल पुरै खुलस्त छ अझै सादा नबन भारत कात्रो होस् न चिनिन्छ किन्तु सजिँदै खादा नबन भारत तेरो चाल पुरै खुलस्त छ अझै सादा नबन भारत आफै हुर्कन देछ सानो बिरुवा बाधा नबन भारत आफै हुर्कन देछ सानो बिरुवा बाधा नबन भारत नाका बन्द भए विकल्प छ अरू दादा नबन भारत नाका बन्द भए विकल्प छ अरू दादा नबन भारत यो मैले जतिखेर नाकाबन्दी भयो त्यतिखेर लेखेको कविता हो। अब यसलाई सार्वत्रिक छन्द भनिन्छ भने अब अनुष्टुप छन्द धेरै मैले हैन छन्द विविध छन्दको पढ्न चाहन्छु। भोको छ देशको पेट भेटै हुन्न अनाजको वेदव्यासले सारा रामायण अनुष्टुप छन्दमा लेखेका छन् है। सरी महाभारत पुरै अनुष्टुप छन्द हो महाभारत। नैनम छन्दन्ति शस्त्राणि नैनम दहति पावक न चैनम क्लेदयन्त्यापो न शोषयति मारुतः। भोको छ पेट भोको छ देशको पेट भेटै हुन्न अनाजको रुन्छे मुख छ के गर्नु अनाथ झैं समाजको उही मती र पाराको कहानी छ निषादको नजानिदो कुनै एउटा जवानी छ विषादको रगतै देख्छु छादेको झुपडीका कथाहरू हजार खत बल्केका सीमाका छन् व्यथाहरू हुँदा लीलामा आस्थाको धरित्री बन्दकी भयो क्षय रोग पसे जस्तै जिन्दगी भयो क्षय रोग पसे जस्तै कासेको पीडा निदस्त देशले एक मेसै छ कासेको पीडा दिनस्त देशले ठहरै पोहुने हो कि नपाई गुहार भेषले कि गरी हेल चेक्र्याई हुने हो कि निशेष यो कि गरी हेल चेक्र्याई हुने हो कि निशेष यो उपचारै नपाएरै मर्ने पो हो कि देश यो उपचारै नपाएरै मर्ने पो हो कि देश यो के रे यो अनुष्टुप छन्द यो अनुष्टुप छन्द।
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Would you like to share more, or we should wrap up? I think it's 8 o'clock, so we stayed here for 2 hours. Kaviraj sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. First of all, I would like to.
Okay, we will try our best to arrange another session as well in days to come, if possible.
Okay,
so
thank you.
Today first of all I would like to offer my gratefulness from on the behalf of university, on the behalf of campus to you. I would like to thank campus chief Shishir Kumar Sharma. I would like to offer my thanks and gratitudes to Prasad Gevani sir for his technical support. I would like to thank Chitra sir for all his support, and he is here with us till the end of the program. And now I would like to ask Chitra Bahadur Keshi sir, Assistant Professor of English Education, and especially we have similarities. That means we both of us teach the same subject. He is teaching drama and poetry in Midwestern University Central Campus, and I'm teaching the same course in Bageshwari Multiple Campus. So on the pledge, I would like to request Chitra Bahadur Keshi sir to offer vote of thanks to our special guest and in the session formally. Chitra sir, please.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, Pramod sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Pramod sir. First of all, I'm very much grateful to you because you have arranged this very fruitful session for our students, for our faculties, right? First of all, I would like to thank to you. After that, I am very much impressed with the presentation of our guest lecturer, Mr. Kabiraj Paudel sir. Kabiraj sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening to you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, okay. This is Chitra Kesi, the assistant professor of Midwestern University. I just I just teach this subject. I carry this subject, and today I found your session very much effective for our students as well as for our faculties.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So you have spent a lot of energy, a lot of effort to carry this session, right? I hope that our students, you have tried your best. You have contributed a lot from different angles. You have analyzed the things. You have presented the matter in such a way that one could very easily understand. So thank you very much for your this passion, for your this great support for our university. I hope in the days to come you will be with us. You will be supporting us from uh, different time to time, and you will also visit our central campus here in Surkhet. Have you ever been to Surkhet, sir?
No, sir. Still not, sir. Now I am planning because now I am being invited by you. So
Okay, I'll manage you to come here in Surkhet.
okay.
You will be here for our students, and it's too late, so I won't take more time. So thank you very much, all the students. Firstly, because the students are the focal point. The students are are our property. I always assume our students as our property. I am very much thankful to our students because they have shown their patience. They have shown their keen interest towards the subject matter, towards the course. Similarly, I am very much thankful to our Edu sir because he has provided us this link, Zoom. Similarly, the faculties of Central Campus as well as the faculties of Bageshwari Multiple Campus, Kolpur. Special thanks
Mageshwari.
goes to Pramod sir. Special thanks goes to you. Thank you very much. And in this way, I just conclude this session. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now we are going to depart, and no words can express this type of what we say gratefulness. Okay, bye bye. See you
Okay.
again.
Thank you, sir.
Bye bye. I
Thank you,
think
sir.
Thank you.
Kabiraj
Bye-bye.
sir will end the
Bye-bye.
session himself by clicking this. Okay,
Yes, sir. I will end now.
sir, because you are host here.
Yeah, sir.
Kabiraj
No.
sir.
Stop.